Turkey's Foreign Affairs Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu is in Greece for talks, and before he sits down with his Greek counterpart Nikos Dendias and Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis, some of the comments he made have already angered Athens. On Sunday, Cavusoglu paid an unofficial visit to a Greek Muslim community in the province of Thrace, where he spoke about unequal civil rights. The visit comes as the two countries are resuming talks designed to address recent tensions. And for more on this story, let's cross live now to George Tsopokoulos, Senior Research Fellow at the Institute of European and International Studies and International Relations Lecturer at the Democratis University of Thrace in Greece. Thank you very much for joining us here on Euronews. What can we expect from Cavusoglu's visit to Greece?
Good morning from Athens. What we are experiencing in the last weeks is a kinetic energy, I would say, from both sides to talk to each other. So they are prepared to talk to each other at the highest political level, and that's why Foreign Minister Cavusoglu is in Athens today, a visit that is following the one of his Greek counterpart in Ankara a few weeks ago. So what we are observing is that the two sides are prepared to talk, but this does not mean that the talks will yield results. So this is a completely different story because the differences are existing, they are diachronic, and the demands of both sides are contradictory. So I'm optimistic that the two sides are prepared to diffuse tensions, but I'm not optimistic that there is any chance for a breakthrough in solving the problems themselves.
What did you make of Cavusoglu's comments that Muslims in Greece don't have the same rights, which, by the way, the Greek Foreign Affairs Minister described as Turkey's continuous efforts to distort reality?
Well, this is a typical tactic of the Turkish side to complain about the rights of the Muslim minority in Thrace. It's nothing new, but it is placed in the context of the argumentation of the Turkish side. The Greek side, for each part, is having its own demands about the Greek minority in Turkish islands and in Istanbul. The question is up to what extent the two sides are prepared to produce results. We know the argumentation. Recently, the two ministers also had an argument during the press conference. The question is up to what extent diplomacy can work behind closed doors. It seems to me that it is difficult for breakthroughs to be expected. However, the two ministers are prepared to lay the groundwork for the two leaders, Prime Minister Mitsotakis and President Erdogan, to meet on the sidelines of the NATO summit in 2 weeks. Perhaps this can bring some new hopes, but still I'm very reserved, judging on the previous historical experience about the failure in reaching compromises.